The Jackson Hole Conference on Friday left a gaping hole in most people's portfolios. We're going to talk about the money that we made shorting that. We're going to talk about the pound becoming a 37-year low, one hell of a gaping. And we're also going to talk about the theory of 100-year cycles that play out, and we're going to look into why that's happening, and if it does mean it's going to happen, what does that mean for the next couple of years, because I'm terrified. What's the crack, everyone? Welcome back to Buy Wholesale. I hope, of course, you're all well. I have my notes for today's video, and it's just misery, grim, poverty, depression. We're going to cover it all, guys. It's grim. It's just so grim. It really is. If you didn't laugh, you would cry. Well, let's have a look at the heat map. Friday, a lot of red. The only one that was green really was EA Sports, up 3% on a rumor. The rumor mills were going that EA was going to be bought over, but it turned out that that is not the case. But it's brutal out there. Very hard to escape that. And even on the week, apart from our usual energy sector, everything else was brutal. So yeah, really tough week. Not for us in the Discord though. We've been anticipating a pullback, and if we actually look at the charts here, just to kick it off, the SPY drew this level of support. We have broke that level of support. We became a sell on the 19th of August, and since then the S&P has fell back. So you're in my trading course, you would have learned to load it up on your shorts then, because on the flip side, if we look at the SH, which is a short, what happened? It's a buy. So you buy here, you ride it up, you pick up your 3%, and you see where we continue to go. We have been covering this relentlessly on the channel. If you're interested in learning how to protect your money, subscribe to the channel, because that is what we're trying to do on this channel. We've got a great Discord. Discord links are down below if you're interested in joining. $3.99 is the fee to get in, and we have been covering all of this. The 23rd, we open up our shorts. We've been putting it all in here. Everybody on Friday making money on the SQQ, 71 billion wiped out from most of America, top wealthy list. It just goes on and on, but it's nothing to be fearful of. I'll share my video to what I believe needed to come. I did this months ago. The story has not changed. This is just a bull rally in a bear market. That's all that you have seen. So it's no great surprise that we're pulling back. So the first thing I want to talk about really today is this 100-year cycle. I've seen a great theory on this. So for those that don't know, Poe and Strauss describe a concept called seculum, if I've said that right, is an ancient unit of time that spans roughly 80 to 100 years. The idea is that the cycle of human affairs approximates the length of a long human life. You can fact check this if you wish, but you can trust me, I've done my due diligence. In 1918 to 1920, we had the Spanish flu. In 2019, we had the and that is still ongoing. So that's the first thing that you could say on a 100-year cycle. We're kind of seeing that again. Now in 1929, we had the Great Depression. Miserable time, hence the name Great Depression. Now, again, on this channel, I believe that this recession is going to lead into a Great Depression. And the reason I believe that is because things like this, for example, the US national debt is now over 30 trillion. In 1960, it was a 52% debt to ratio, 34 in 1980, 56%, and we are currently at 123%. And the liability per citizen is 513,000. Now, since I've been covering this on this channel, we were at 250,000. It has doubled since then. So in the last 2 years, it has doubled in price. Unbelievable. One hell of a gaping. The government really have got two options. Keep piling on the debt, keep printing money, and we'll see where we go.
And we're aiding it with fiscal policy, and people feel good, and people have become numb to numbers. You know, trillions don't mean anything to anybody. And $1,400 does mean something to them. It's interesting, in the United States, the value of the dollar since I was born has declined by 94% to 6 cents.
So your $1 is worth, it gets you 94% less than what it did then. And then we see things like this from Bloomberg. UK inflation is driving the pound near a 37-year low. The pound is less than 4 US cents away from the weakest level since 1985. UK interest rates are expected to surpass 4% next year. We can feel that's a hell of a lot more. Even just do your shopping and go, there's certain items here that are up 20, 30p, maybe 30, 40%. They're not up 10% or the 8% that the government's trying to portray. Throw more money at it, Big bills, which we have seen. I believe we're seeing a wee bit of it now with Biden because elections is coming up. And I did my video last week, and I'll share the link to that video. You can go in and watch it where I talk about the elections. I talk about the 1972, 1974 situation. Very, very similar there. So I'm worried about that. I really am worried about that Great Depression. And you have to also consider, and I was explaining this to people last night that I was in their company with. The last time we had a proper recession was 08. I don't count the, because it was man-made. What I count is the 08 recession. That's when things blew. That's kind of what's going to go on in China now with their housing market. That is for a different day. That is an absolute ass show out there. It really is. China is going to blow, and that's going to bring the whole economy. Another reason why this Great Depression is going to come, in my opinion. But what we have now is we have people like myself who, yes, I was about in the 08 recession. Yes, I was technically an adult, but I was 18, 19. I wasn't thinking about stock markets and world economy. I just was thinking about when am I going to get my next beer kind of thing. So I didn't experience that. Anybody that is below the age of 35 didn't really experience the hard times. We lived through it, we experienced it day to day, but we didn't really understand it. Now we're going to enter that period, but what you have now is Instagram lifestyles. Champagne lifestyle on a cider budget is the best way I can describe it. I see so many people over leveraged. They have no clue what is about to come. They're buying houses right now. They're buying cars. Everything's on finance. It is scary. And what you're going to see is all the rates go up. You're going to see the money dry up. You're going to see mass unemployment, and you're going to see a lot of people living this Instagram lifestyle, feeling the pressure of social media. I really took a back seat on it. I no longer have WhatsApp. I'm just stepped away from it because it is a poison. It can really bring you down. There's no doubt about it. And when people fall in hard times and they're trying to live this champagne lifestyle, maybe over leveraged, what I believe is going to come from that is mass depression. People are just not going to be able to cope with it. This social media lifestyle, it's going to pop. Everything's going to pop. But to bring your spirits back up, in 1930, a year after that, we had famine. What we're seeing is mass food shortages. We're already seeing that now. It is happening. If China implode, which I think is going to happen, the issues that's going to have across the world, the ripple effects is going to be huge. Really is the time to start exploring, being able to produce your own food, your own water, your own electricity. You need to be self-sufficient because this is going to be the master reset.
There's no feeling down there now.
How is your ass?
My arse has got no latch.
And then in 1939, we had World War II, which is even more scary to think that perhaps a World War III could be on the cards. We obviously know about the last sort of 4, 5, 6 months with Ukraine and the Russia conflict. What about this? It came out today from Reuters. China's military says monitoring US Navy in Taiwan Strait. US has no good options on Taiwan as China resets status quo. This is starting to bubble up. It really is starting to bubble up. Russia's not going to pull back. China's not going to just sit and take this either. They're going to retaliate. US love a good scrap. It's just all going to raise its head. It's going to take time. It's not going to happen today. Shout out to Brandon, who thought that the Ukrainian war was going to be over in a matter of a couple of weeks, 6 months deep. No sign of it ending. Kind of the world just moves on. These things take time. We look at the Vietnam War. We talked about that in the last video. These things rumble on for years and years. So who is to say that in the next 8, 9 years, we could get to the potential boiling point of a World War III. So if that just doesn't cheer you up on this glorious Sunday, I don't know what will. So if we go back to Investopedia, we know about the week. Dow's down 4.2, S&P 4%, NASDAQ 4.4%, one hell of a given. The labour market is the key thing next week. Be interesting to see. As long as that still stays strong, Jerome will think we can still continue to lift interest rates, which is going to get inflation under control. If that starts to look the other way, that could be bad. Here's an update on the charts. Commodities obviously doing extremely well. Some great gains on oil this week. It's just been phenomenal. I did my video where we called the bottom of oil. I'm so happy. Terrible to say, but I'm so happy that came out because I did a bit of media presence in Belfast. If that had blew up in my face, I would have looked like an absolute douche. Thankfully, when I did do that video, oil was pretty much at its lowest, and we have seen it creep up about 25%. The same oil that I bought then is now up £300. So I'm delighted with that, and well done to anybody that took advantage of that as well. And don't forget, in the UK, Bank Holiday Monday, I'll be taking advantage of that time, spending time with the family, because that is the key thing. That is the most important thing for your mental health. And just in general, all of this is great. I enjoy it. We love making money. but it is not the main thing. Family time should be always your number one priority. And update on the homes, that's going to just crash. There's no doubt about it. I'm looking forward to that. Loaded up. I'm ready to unload on the housing market. Can't wait for that time to come. Where do we start? So much money made on oil this week. 8%. It's just picking up every day, just picking up more money. Some great stuff coming in from Craig here. We made some great money on Forex. I'm loving Forex at the minute. I think with the volatility of prices of pounds and trends and all that, I'm actually enjoying it. So I'm going to do a bit of a Forex video this week. If you're interested in Forex channels, we'll talk about prices, all this. We're going to try and pick some winners there. Make sure again to subscribe to the channel. I'm not exaggerating. It's going to be rough. Even if I'm half right, it's still incredibly rough. The pound, the lowest it's been. Your money is just evaporating. You need to try your best to understand a way of counteracting this. If you're just clocking in 9 to 5 and trusting the government, you're going to be working to the day you die. You're never going to be able to get yourself out of this situation. I'm going to plug obviously my trading course, £99, small investment yourself, learn all about this, get into the Discord, be ahead of trends, follow trends. We've been prepared for this. I haven't changed my story. In the Discord, I'm constantly saying, enjoy these times, pick up the wins where you can, but don't lose focus. This is going down. Fundamentals will get you in a lot of crap. There is no doubt about it. Right now, you need to follow charts, follow the trend, ignore the FUD, let the charts dictate where this is going. Again, looking at the S&P, you buy this, and where do I see it going? Well, not only do I see it going up 16%, I can see this going way high. There really isn't a lot of positive news out there other than, yeah, we can make money shorting, we can make money in commodities, we can make money on Forex. There's always going to be ways to make money. Always. That's never been the concern. It's actually easier sometimes when it's going down because you're limited to the choices, but there's always ways to make money. So don't be fearful, but just be prepared for one mother of all gapings.
I've got nothing left. I've got nothing left.
So look, I'm not going to say no more about it. The trading course is down there. I really feel that it's a small price of investment in yourself. Show me that you're committed and I will give you all back what I've got to give you. It's not one person's complaint, money back guarantee. You have nothing to lose. The only thing you've got is to gain. That is the video. Catch us in the next one. I would check out this video. This is last week's one about 1972 to 1974. A lot of stuff I talked about last week all played out this week, and it will continue to play out because the trends do not lie. Catch us in the next one. Please like, subscribe. Peace.